XSOL InOrder 5 builds on the already strong enterprise process modeling aspects of the product and adds in two new areas: enterprise operational analytics and process execution integration. All three of these areas combined help to make XSOL InOrder a new category of software, which enables enterprise process planning and execution, whose aim is to help organizations understand, plan and execute business growth and change. In this video, we will investigate process execution integration. XSOL users have been able to add hyperlinks to their Word user notes for many years. However, increasingly, our customers have been using InOrder as a centralized point for reference information required to help staff undertake the tasks assigned to them by their role. To aid this, we have now added Hyperlink user notes. These notes can be added in the model settings area. In this model, we have one called links. The note can be defined by modifying the values in its property sheet. Hyperlink user notes require a correctly formatted uniform resource locator, or URL. This is a string of characters that identifies a resource in a uniform manner, allowing access to that resource from any location. A URL consists of three parts: the scheme or protocol, a colon and two forward slashes, and then a scheme-dependent path. URLs that have all three elements are absolute URLs, whilst relative URLs only have the scheme-dependent path because they refer to a base area which is defined as standard for that type of note. Our hyperlink user notes can be set to be either relative, absolute, or to enable both types of URL to be added. In this case, both can be added. Because of this, a relative base URL is required. This acts as a central area from which all note values that are relative refer to. This makes it easy to maintain the model, because you can change the base URL and it will be applied to all note values which are relative for that note. You can have as many hyperlink user notes in your model as you wish. However, only one can be specified to be active on the process flow diagrams. Moving to our process, we can see that on the review approved capital plan and budget stage, the links note has a value. Editing that value, we can see that it has been defined as relative because it only consists of the name of the file representing the scheme-dependent path of the URL. When activated, this will combine with the base URL to form the complete URL value. We have also defined a display value and a hint. For the specified hyperlink user note, when it has a value, a small icon will be shown to the left of the traditional icon, indicating in the output that that note is active. You can see that Raise Capital Expenditure Requisition Form has a similar icon and therefore also has a note value on the links note. In this case, it is an absolute URL. Let's generate output to see how we can activate these URLs. We will deploy the multiple page process model. Moving to the process flow diagram, we can see both of the stages with links values on. Clicking on the stage will move you to its content as usual, and here we can see the hyperlink user note value displayed in the same way that ordinary notes are. Moving back to the process flow though, when we hover across the small note action icon, we can see it is an active link, and clicking it will operate the link, moving us to the URL destination. In this case, this is a file being stored in a shared folder on our network. Absolute URLs are also active when you have a web connection. In this case, clicking the link will navigate to the XSOL website. For Epicor users, an additional plugin will allow you to launch Epicor 9 from the process flow diagrams also. Using Hyperlink user notes, for the first time, you can now launch applications and files from your business processes, enabling your users to actually undertake the work that is being specified in the processes.